Hey, you thieving bastards! I'm gonna do this in my son's room. This is my son's room. Or the playroom. It's pretty cool. See? With the wall in there. Guess what? Chicken butt. No, dude. I'll tell you what, the dating scene taught me two things. Get out of here. One, that you get comedy gold. Fuck, you're gonna get a story a week. Okay? And apparently you're a super spreader. I already knew that from the AIDS epidemic. Fucking era. So check this out, dude. So this chick, different chick. I know her because she breeds the same kind of cats I do, with the two different color eyes, and she gets like crazy amounts from. Like she got $750. Excuse me, for one of my cats one time, and then like paid me for it, and then called me after the fact and said, I want to give you some more money, keep them coming. And I've kept them coming, and so one thing led to another, and it was like, well, come over to my house, I got some stuff I need help with, I'll pay you to do, and I'll take those 3 cats off you. Boom. Right out the gate. I might have some of them sold already. And I said, okay, which means you definitely do. Okay? Especially them white ones. And so I go over there, dude. And at first, like I walk in, I'm like, it was like total hoarding indications. And then it was like, oh, there's straight up hoarding, dude. When you got a deep freezer in your fucking living room, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. And then there's 2 refrigerators. And I'm thinking to myself, like, see, a normal person would be like, red flag. That was red flag number 1 to a normal mind. Eljo is thinking, oh, wow, this person is like maybe a female version of Eljo. Like, I also have 3 refrigerators. Nothing in them, but I got 3 refrigerators, like all working, running. Like 2 are stacked up on top of each other. One I just use as dry storage because it keeps everything sealed fresh. But this is what I'm thinking, and even though hoard pile, dude, of just stupid shit, dude. Like, you know what I mean? 3 or 4 or 5 TVs in the box. You know what I mean? Over in this corner. That kind of weird shit. And she says, well, let me show you where the disaster is. That was red flag number 2. So I'm like, you mean this isn't it? That's what I was thinking. Like, what? No. We're going to start with the worst. I said, yeah, I do like to do that. Start with the worst, attack that, and get the hardest thing out of the way, right? Okay. But this isn't it. I was like, wow. So, she goes, okay, from here to here, I want this cleaned out. Oh, she goes into her room. For 2 hours, dude. 2 hours solid, dude, right? And I'm thinking, this is good, man. Fucking trust. You see that? Like, what was she doing in there? The fuck was she doing there? What could you be doing there? Well, I want a rational explanation. What the fuck you could be doing there? Online? Selling the cats, posting, selling the cats. But what I do is, like, first thing, Mando, is you gotta start snapping pictures. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know. There was none of that. Didn't even see her, hear her, hide nor hail. Got me thinking, like, trust. And now, dude, on some real shit, this was trash. Even stuff that could be considered good got rain leaked in and fucking ruined, dude. Mold, fucked off. Horrible, dude. Okay? I filled up the whole dumpster, dude. I started talking to her son. She had like a teenage son, and I was telling him, like, man, this is so good. This is an indication of like what's going on in our minds sometimes. We're like a big old fucking heart-to-heart talk about purging and, eliminating the shit from our life. And I was like, I'm gonna hook your mom up, dude. I'm gonna get all this done. She'd probably think that, like, I thought I was doing good, right? Dude, I found it. Check this out, dude. Red flag number 2. Okay? I'm sad to lose her as a friend, to tell you the truth. But that did happen because she fucking went off ridiculous, too much. It was retarded, dude. But, check this out. This is red flag number 3, dude. Okay? I'm cleaning out the shit, and there's a devil candle, dude. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but, like, Mexicans have, like, Jesus candles and shit. Like, sometimes you'll see a Mary candle, like, or a saint candle that looks like Jesus. And like, they light them for various reasons. And then, like, the brujeria, like, stores have candles for, like, every kind of thing you could, like, ask for. Like, especially, like, people that, like, think they're witches or, like, into the occult. They have, like, a make me bring money coming into my life, a find fortune candle, the fucking a love spell candle. Like, they literally have one for everything. I find one that was to make somebody rot from the inside out, dude. And I look at on everything, the motherfucking candle. You know how they're like, sometimes, like, we'll buy candles and light them, and they'll be like those big long ones. And what, dude? They're always like halfway down, 3/4 of the way down. And then you just give up. Because if you don't have the big long matches, like, you can't get your fingers down in there, and you just give up, and it fucking sits. And that's that. You never see empty ones. Okay? Very fucking rare. This one was like so empty, dude. It was like, you burn this shit to the nub. Trying to make somebody rot from the inside out. And had a picture on it of a little dude with, like, a little nice haircut all combed to the side. He was praying, like, with 2 hands. And the fucking devil was stabbing him in the back from behind. I'm like, oh my God, dude, that's red flag like a motherfucker. And she burned it all the way down the bottom, dude. And I'm like, who in the fuck pays? That shit was like $4 or $5. Like, I know that. At least. There's no discount. You never seen. Tell me one time you ever seen, like, discount satanic fucking candles on special. Like 50% off satanic candles and ritualistic brujeria shit. Like, never, dude. Never. You don't get a little supplement in your newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Advertising this Sunday only fucking sale on satanic fucking candle shit, dude. Okay? It's not happening, Jack. So you paid full price for it. And then who makes those, dude? Who's like set up to fucking manufacture? And somebody's like, hey, can you make this for me, dude? And you're like, yeah, sure. We run it through the press. Let me see. You got the artwork already? Like, yeah, we want this. And you're like, okay. I don't know, dude. Or maybe they're like just the whole industry. Just run them all and don't think about it. I don't know. But who goes and buys that shit? And then you have like that kind of fuck. That's what's going on in your heart, dude. That's like, it's like stabbing yourself and expecting the other person to die. I mean, that's really what you're doing with your time and your energy. It's crazy, dude. I've seen it all, dude. I think there was a couple of them. Actually, there was a couple of them. But, to make a long story short, she lost her shit, dude. She came out, classic tweaker thing. That's why I think something she was doing was drug-related back there, because she came out and lost her shit, dude. I was taking a trash on the way out, filled up a whole dumpster they had just emptied. It was completely empty. She made me bring every single bag back in, dude. And I was showing her, look, it's trash. Trash, dude. Like, fuck. And they started with that typical shit, like, but it's my trash to decide what to do with, not yours. Like that old classic move. It was like, oh, but you're not doing anything with it. Like, it's been here so long and you know it, dude. That's why you're paying somebody to do it. It's like killing somebody. But you can't do it. You get somebody to do it for you. But this is like more necessary and innocent. You're killing a bad part of your own mind. Like, don't tell me there's anything wrong with my mind. I mean, this was somebody that was just getting more and more drunk on anger. And it went from, she paid me first. Because I think she knows herself. And we had kind of gotten into a little altercation before, dude. I gave her one of my cats, dude. She's a straight up witch, dude. Like, I gotta just say it, dude. And she had one of my cats, and she had a beautiful Kale Manual. It was locked in the dark. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, she's being a bitch right now. And I'm like, so you lock her in the dark? In a fucking dark room? Like, the fuck? Like, damn, man, I don't know about that. And then the other one, so it went from that, dude, to super pissed. Accuse me, like, I'm like, okay, now I'm trying to steal your fucking bullshit. And then she, like I could tell, like, in hindsight, her son was out at the dumpster every time. He would just, like, appear out of nowhere. When me and Alex would go over and go to grab another bag to, bring it back in. It was like, I figure out, like, she had him, like, supervising, like, him, what? And what? What if he wasn't? Do you think some tweaker, if it was $2, that kid get knocked out or stabbed? Stupid bitch. That's not what a fucking parent does. That's, I felt so bad for the kid, dude. Plus, this was another red flag, dude. Had a picture on the wall of two kids, dude. And they looked like they had fucking, their heads were shaved like cancer. I didn't want to ask. It looked so bad, you don't even want to ask. You're like, don't even ask, dude. What it looked like to me was she had one kid that died of cancer, and the other kid was like just trying to be there for him and make him feel good, and he shaved his head too. And there's a picture from that, and there one is, and the other one's nowhere to be found. Or she would have told me about him like she told me about that one. I didn't even ask. But if you burning candles and you got that kind of hatred and kids hear everything, dude, like a sponge. That's how that little motherfucker went to bed every night. You know my theory on the old cancer. That sucks, dude. Man. Hey, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. It says that in the Bible. So, you know what I mean? Don't ever... Oh, what if God gives kids cancer? Like, no, dude. You can't think of it like that. They give themselves that because of the fucking environment they're in. Either somebody's using toxic shit to save a buck, or toxic behaviors and mentalities. Dude, if you buy a candle, a $4 candle, and burn that shit, and sit there and give it the attention it needs to stay lit, and that's just what you do, and your kids see you doing that, as much as this bitch ranted, rated, and fucking boiled up like a steam pot, even her son knew. He even told me, I was like, I don't know, dude, my mom, this is like a thing, dude. I think she's starting to get pissed. Like when it first started happening, crazy, dude. So then, like, I'm like, okay, so that other crazy bitch that ended up like bag chasing instead of hanging out with Eljo, and so I just fucking blocked her number and shit. Like, finest person I ever dated in my life. Just an honor to be nominated, really. She gave me $100 for a cat, so I got rid of a fucking cat that I needed to get rid of. I got $100. She took us to lunch. Like, that was a win-win. Sent me pics, dude, that were like off the fucking chain. This was somebody that was like well taken care of. It was like somebody that had money, and somebody that had money that would be picked. If you had money, you could pick somebody like, I want that one. And then you like took care of them really good for like 10 years. This is what that shit was. So I was like, wow. And took me and Alex to lunch. So that's a win. And then this bitch, like, even though it went fucking batshit crazy, and I'm sad I lost her as a friend, because she went from like, pay me to do work, 3 cats, so I'm going to kill these 3 cats, bring me back my money after I already did all the work too. I'm like, and you got all your shit back, but it's in bags now, ready to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I even mopped the floor, dude, and got like fucking nastiness down to like, I did a good job, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Okay, in the laundry room, hoard nest. And look, dude, you got all your shit back. Wait, not even that. What did I get out of it? I got rid of the last 3 cats that I needed, which is like a yes, because I was able to do deep cleaning today, dude, and take the day off, and I don't have to worry about it getting fucked off. It's going to stay clean all winter long, and I can just like put a cap on the season and be like, done. It wasn't a good cat season, dude. I got hit with the parvo. That fucked off a couple of good litters. Like, I did really good. I produced 75% KO mayonnaise. Like, you know, we probably made between, if you add it up, dude, it's probably between 25 and maybe 40 cats, and 75% of them were KO mayonnaise, white with 2 different color eyes. 20% were white with 2 of the same color eyes, either 2 blue or 2 green eyes, and you know, like a fucking couple percent of just mix match. Like, I think we got a tuxedo cat, an orange stripe, and that's it. Yeah, an orange stripe and a tuxedo cat. That's it. So I had a high success rate, but the parvo fucked off like a quarter of them. Okay, and I decided not to kill him, just to like next time I'm gonna kill him though, because that's what you have to do, dude. It's called culling, and it's better for the animal. But they did fucking deal with it and adapt to that. Like, they had a like shaking syndrome, but one of them survived. One of them fell off the fucking balcony, you know, because a lot going against him, dude. That's why you should kill him. But the one survived, and the rescue went to this other chick that I've been talking to. Like, she's pretty hot, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, old auntie, fucking native auntie, man. Your native auntie's hot, yo. For real, man. Me and auntie might smash, foe. I don't know. But we definitely talk on Facebook. She's cool, dude. And she rescued the cat. And I see pictures of it. It looks fucking normal. I mean, and that's a good, like, sperm donor if you were trying to make KO mayonnaise. But anyway, that's one out of half a dozen, dude, at least, that got just fucked off by parvo. And then, what else happened, dude? I don't know. Like, cats are hot one minute and they're not, dude. And when they're not, they're not. And you're lucky to get anything. And I did. It saved my ass. I was glad to get, I got like $60, you know. And then I sold 2 at a time so I could go fucking, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone, you know. I mean, $120, that's nothing to scoff at, shit, you know. I could really stretch that out. It came in handy, you know. I was able to keep my phone on and stuff. And it gets you to the next road. I'm not complaining. It's a lot of work, but what would I have done without it? You know what I mean? So it's like, thank you. Praise God, dude. I got my sweetgrass plants. Dude, that is like, I'm going to wait till it's like nice and flourishing, but whew, what a blessing. It's like everything has started just to turn around, but yeah, no, but dating though, that's like been the experience. It's crazy, and like if you date Eljo, this is what happens. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna end up with a cat or 2. You know, it's gonna cost you $100 in lunch, and fucking. I mean, you have to like get rid of Eljo though. I'm like a fucking puppy dog kind of, but the cat chick. She was so pissed. She wanted all her money back. She was going to kill the cats. Alex found this fucking Roblox toy. She said it was worth $30. We Googled it. I'm like showing her, like, no, it's worth like $5. It's sealed in the box. You know what I mean? And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or like $16. Sealed in the box. And it's like the box was fucking rotten. I just found it on the floor like this. I asked your son first. And she was like, who takes a toy from a kid, dude, like makes a kid cry? It's like, fuck you, bitch. This is how you treated your kid? It's fucking bullshit. I feel bad for him. but it cost you $60. I threw all your shit out. You took 3 of my cats. No, I got $80 out of her. $80. You took 3 of my cats, and hold on, there was something else. The Roblox. I guess that's it, dude. Oh, dude. I never give the babies, like, my cats stay flea free, dude. I give them, I take Carmel and I put the flea medication in that, and they eat it up, and I dose them like each one, and I have like a good system. But you're not supposed to give it to the babies. I'll give them a little bit, but sometimes, especially when they're a few weeks old, it just gets overlooked. And I noticed on the way over there, fucking they had fleas, man. I was like, oh shit. And so she was like, yeah, these cats have fleas, you motherfucker. I know what happened, dude. She calmed down, found what she was looking for, saw that most of that shit was trash. It was all ready to go anyway, so it made your life easier. You probably sold them for hundreds of dollars, except you shot yourself in the foot, dude. You know what I mean? But I won't fuck with you because of the devil candles, dude. And then you're like, who fucking hurts kids like that? You know what I mean? But that was my fucking experience, dude, huh? Winner. She wasn't even good looking. She's not good looking, dude. Law student. Here's another thing. I'm looking at this person, I'm going, oh my fucking God. If you were a lawyer, because she's going to law school, she's doing it, dude. And they don't give a fuck about it, what kind of hoard situation you have going on at home. You're fucking doing one step to another, and then you become a lawyer, God forbid, and you bring that level of dysfunction and fucking anger, mismanagement with you. Could you imagine? I was thinking to myself, are there lawyers like this? And I was like, I could just hear lawyers saying, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, this was the worst of the fucking worst of these people. Like, it's just a battle against, people like that. And like, yeah, there's ones that everybody sees coming, like, oh God, you know what I mean? Shoes untied, papers hanging all over. Of course, like, pro bono for some fucking 3 fucking 40 news cameras following you, a Mercedes Benz outside, I mean, you know it. I ain't mad at you. It's cool and everything. But this person here would not be cool, dude. And I know motherfuckers like that out there exist, dude. In the law, that's a vicious thing, dude. That's where presidents come from. That's the ultimate pinnacle of law. And it just like got me thinking, that's why people speak ill of lawyers and yeah, this bitch, dude. Not even good looking. It's like, okay. But see, that shows you like me, dude. I'm not like that picky. That just, dude, being a law student and fucking being able to get $750 for a KO Manny cat, that was enough for me. Like, you have my attention, dude. And then like, but dude, you can't be burning no devil candles. That's too much, dude. That's too much, dude. Can't be doing no devil candles. You can't be fucking scaring old ladies. You can't be howling at the moon. I've been trying to turn a new leaf lately. Been seeing some groups. There's some teenagers roasting marshmallows in the forest the other day, and they started smoking weed. The titties came out, of course, and right away you want to start stabbing a motherfucker. And it's like, Jason, remember, we worked through this. You gotta breathe, okay? I want to take a step back, okay? Start working through my steps, like, I admit I'm totally powerless against my anger, okay? Like I'm, okay, and then we take it from there, and I ain't gonna lie, I already feel a little better, and before you know it, the teenagers, just being teenagers, it only took them 32 seconds to bust a nut anyway. They're already putting clothes on and walking off, and I said, hey, Jason, I'm proud of you, man, you did it. You did it, buddy. You walked away. Hey. Happy Halloween, shitbags. Stay fucking golden. Shout.